Forgiveness sucks. Yes, I said it. Not because it's bad. No, far from it. It's because they make it sound so simple. The person's gonna hurt you, they're gonna apologize, you're gonna forgive them and move on, and everything is fixed. But we don't live in a Hallmark movie, so that's not how things are in real life. We all know it's a little bit messier than that. Sometimes the person that hurt you is always the first person to push you for a fast forgiveness. Sometimes you forgive the person, but you don't trust them anymore and you don't want them in your life. And sometimes, if we're honest, you don't feel like forgiving the person at all. So today, while we're building my new coffee table, we're gonna talk about forgiveness and where people get it wrong sometimes, and what I've learned from it. Let's get into it. The first thing people get wrong, they think forgiveness should happen on someone else's timeline. And honestly, have you ever noticed that the people who hurt you are usually the same people who are most eager for you to forgive them? Right? How arrogant is that? Anyways, they want to stop feeling guilty. They want things to go back to normal. They want their own peace of mind. And somehow they decided that's your responsibility after hurting you. That is just crazy to me. But here's what I've learned. Nobody gets to decide when you are ready. Not your family, not your friends, not society, and definitely not the person who hurt you. If you are still angry, that is okay. If you are still processing, that is completely fine too. Healing isn't a race. You don't get a trophy for giving faster. Pretending you're over something when you are not doesn't make you heal. It just makes you hide how you really feel. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that is healthy, and it rarely works. Okay, this one is big, and I feel like it confuses a lot of people. Just because I forgive you doesn't mean you get to go back to the way things were before. You don't get to have the same access to me. Nope, that's not how it works. It doesn't mean that the trust automatically comes back. Some relationships change permanently after betrayal. That is just the God honest truth. And that is not failure, it's just a reality. And expecting something else is quite naive. I think what happens is that a lot of people, when they hear, I forgive you, I think what they actually hear is everything is exactly the way it was before. And those are two different things. You can forgive someone and still choose distance. You can forgive someone and decide they no longer have access to your life. Doesn't mean you're bitter. It doesn't mean you wish them bad. You can genuinely wish someone well and keep them out. Because here's how I think about it. Forgiveness is about peace. Boundary is about protection. And you are allowed to have both, like everybody else. It's your life. You decide what you want in your life and what you don't want. Now this part. I know some people might disagree with me, and honestly, I kind of disagree with myself on this one too. But I'm gonna say it anyways. Sometimes you are not ready to forgive. And I think that most people, normal people, wouldn't want to admit this, but it's true. Sometimes the hurt is still fresh. Sometimes you're exhausted because it happened more than once. And sometimes you're still trying to just make sense of what happened. And in those moments, forcing yourself to forgive someone when you're not ready does not make you heal faster. You are just feeling pressured. And pressure isn't forgiveness, it is just performance. I think it's okay to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not there yet. It doesn't make you immature. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you honest. And I think honesty is always the best starting point, in my opinion. Okay, so one thing getting older has genuinely taught me: life is almost never black and white, especially when it comes to people. People hurt us, we hurt people too. And as we get older, we carry more of that history, more disappointment, more moments where someone we trusted let us down. And I think that's actually why forgiveness gets harder with age. Not because we're becoming bitter, but more because we're understanding more deeply what we are losing: the trust, the friendship, the version of that person we thought we knew. But on the other side of that, carrying that weight for years is exhausting. And at some point, we have to decide for yourself, for your sanity, for your well being, what deserves space in your life and what doesn't. You get to decide that. So, where do I stand on forgiveness? I think it's good. I think forgiveness is good. I think it can bring you some kind of peace that would be hard to find any other way. It can be freeing, but I don't think it should be forced upon you. I think you should only forgive when you're ready and if you feel like it. Also, I don't think forgiving someone means you have to give them access to your life the way it used to be. You give them access the way you want to give them access moving forward without feeling any pressure. Listen, forgiveness is a decision that you make for yourself. It's a decision that you make for yourself, not because you're feeling pressured or you're feeling forced. You make it for yourself. It can be just a quiet decision that you made. There's no drama, there's no big conversation. You decide, and you decided that you don't want to carry it anymore. It's as simple as that. And to be honest, sometimes you don't feel like forgiving, and that's okay too. You'll forgive when you're ready. It can be faster, it could take time, but it's on your timeline. You do it when you feel ready to do it, and not before. And that is completely fine. I would actually really love to hear from you regarding this topic. I know it's not a simple one. Where do you land on forgiveness? Do you feel like forgiveness is always necessary? Or do you feel more like there are certain things that are unforgivable and people shouldn't forgive? Write it in the comments. Tell me what you think. I'm curious to see what people think about this. I know it's probably going to be divided, but just curious to see where people land on this. Also, next week, if you are interested in knowing what a YouTube journey is, I'm doing my 3-month update. Can't believe I actually did it for 3 months. So if you are interested to know what a YouTube journey looks like from someone who literally had no experience at all whatsoever on YouTube and started from scratch and is building it slowly. So I'm gonna do a 3-month update. I'll go over the numbers, I'll go over the things that I've learned, the things that I found difficult, and so on. So check it out, don't miss it. That one is probably gonna be interesting for someone who's interested to know a genuine, my God, I can't speak. Someone who's interested in knowing what a genuine, I can't say the word. Anyways, someone who's interested in knowing what a YouTube journey is without all the fluff and all the fake highlight reels that people put on them sometimes. So see you then. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next week.